There are 5 senses that the average human being uses to perform the daily routines one has. Those 5 senses are hearing, sight, touch, taste, and smell. Today we will be talking about sight, and how sight is one of the 5 senses that we rely upon to observe the world. The eyes are adaptable and versatile organs that help us perform our everyday duties. They detect light and send signals along the optic nerve to the brain to process the images we see. Our sense of sight is all dependent upon our eyes. A lens at the front of the eyeball helps to focus images onto the retina at the back of the eye. The retina is covered with 2 types of light-sensitive cells, the cones and the rods. The cones allow us to see color, and the rods allow us to see better at night and also aid us in our peripheral vision. All of this information is sent to the brain along the optic nerve. The images sent are actually upside down, and our brain makes sense of what it receives by turning the image right side up. The brain also uses the images from 2 eyes to create a 3D image. This allows us to perceive depth. Some argue that stereopsis, the perception of depth using both eyes, also constitutes a sense, but is generally regarded as a cognitive function of the visual cortex of the brain, where patterns and objects and images are recognized and interpreted based on previously learned information. This is called visual memory. The inability to see is called blindness. Blindness may result from damage to the eyeball, especially to the retina, damage to the optic nerve that connects each eye to the brain, and/or from stroke. Temporary or permanent blindness can be caused by poisons or medications. On February 14, 2013, researchers developed a neural implant that gives rats the ability to sense infrared light, which for the first time provides living creatures with new abilities, instead of simply replacing or augmenting existing abilities. Visual perception is the ability to interpret the surrounding environment by processing information that is contained in visible light. The resulting perception is also known as eyesight, sight, or vision. The various psychological components involved in vision are referred to the collectivity as the visual system and are focus of most research in psychology, cognitive science, neuroscience, and molecular biology. The major problem with visual perception is that what people see is not simply a translation of retinal stimuli. Thus, people interested in perception have long struggled to explain what visual processing does to create what is actually seen. Without our sight, we would not be able to perform our daily actions throughout our lives. From driving to work to reading a cookbook to make a dish, we not only use our sight but the other 4 senses that help us be the average type of person we are today.